Hi everybody, it's Mucha from Matrix Global Media. We are just about ready to get started with the website MOT, but I just wanted to shoot a short video just to underline, really drive home the objectives, the purpose for this series. What I want to do is pass the responsibility and the ownership about what goes onto your website, the sort of copy that you provide, and the way it is monitored from the designer to you, the small business, the entrepreneur, the self-employed. You know, let's use the analogy that you had an apartment that you wanted to get ready to start renting out, and you got your painter and decorator, you got your carpenter, you got your electrician, you even got an interior designer to come and do what they do best, which is make it look nice, make it function properly. But then when it was actually time to start getting people in, you wouldn't ask them to do it. You wouldn't expect them to do it. You'd have to take ownership of that. You'll take ownership of whether you want to do it directly or through a letting agency, whether you want to put an advert in the paper. When somebody approaches you and says, I am interested in your apartment, you would be the one who would tell that person who's interested what makes it so special. And every once in a while, even though the painter and decorator or the interior designer might say, well, needs a bit sprucing up, you need to be the one who says, well, this doesn't look good, I need to change this. So the whole idea of the website MOT is for me to provide you with the necessary information you need in order to look at your website or your landing pages at any given time and know what needs changing or whether you've achieved an objective on that. Now, I did mention in a previous clip that, you know, ultimately it's the customer. They're going to tell you whether your website is working or not via whether they are taking you up on that offer, whether they are calling you and inquiring. But all I'm saying, and you really need to grasp this, is that from this point on, nobody else is going to be responsible for what goes on that website and the checks that you run and knowing whether you're doing the right things than you. And I suppose in closing, what I also want to say is that this is in no way, shape meant to be a form of diss on web designers as well. I've got an awful lot of respect for web designers. In recent times, yes, I have learnt web design myself, but I still will call on web designers to do a lot of work for me. I just no longer expect them to do my job for me, which is know what to go in there, the right sort of content, the checks to run, how to effectively grasp the attention of those coming to the site. So, looking forward to getting going. Thank you once again for visiting, and let's get started.